I have a brother who is incarcerated now, and I have also a brother that is a corrections officer. And from seeing both sides of the fence and what inmates and people that go through the system go through, it's a struggle. A lot of guys that are in there, they're not all perfect. There's good guys and there's bad guys, but it can be a second for somebody to take another look at somebody's file just to double check and make sure that everything is correct and get their cases revisited where they can take the first step to getting released.
For Dion Dawkins, the need for criminal justice reform is urgent and long overdue. And as one of the pillars of the NFL's Inspire Change program, the league has also fully committed to this reform. As a part of that commitment, the NFL is supporting groups like Montgomery-based Alabama Appleseed, whose mission is to right the wrongs of a faulty state legislature that has held thousands of men incarcerated for nonviolent crimes, and wherever possible, help those men reclaim their freedom.
My name is Carla Crowder. I'm Executive Director at Alabama Appleseed Center for Law and Justice. We engage in litigation and public policy campaigns to confront the bad laws that have driven high incarceration rates in this state. Alabama's three strikes law is called the Habitual Felony Offender Act. It is one of the harshest in the country. Here in Alabama, if you commit 3 nonviolent prior offenses, then a judge can sentence you to either life or life without parole, which means people will die in prison, no chance to ever get out. I remember the day that our grant had been approved and we were going to be getting this funding in 2020. We were able to file our first post-conviction petition on behalf of Ronald McKeithen, an incredible man who spent 37 years locked up under the Habitual Offender Act. And Ron walked out of prison carrying a big box of art supplies back in December. We would not have been able to take on his case without more capacity and without NFL funding.
When I finally got a chance to start talking to the Appleseed, I knew I was in safe hands. I committed a burglary and a credit card case that was turned into 2 different cases, possession and fraudulent use. And that gave me 3 priors, so I was sentenced to Habitual Offenders Act for life without parole. When I left prison, Carla, them did their research. I realized that I had taken over 110 classes. I didn't know that. I didn't see myself as this scholar, this intelligent guy. You know, I just saw myself as some guy just working with a GED, trying to do the best I can with the knowledge I was getting. It just overwhelms me of the possibilities that I'm realizing that I didn't think was possible when I was in prison when it comes to my potentials. It takes money to go to court, to file, to hire the people you need to do certain things. Appleseed has done this with funding from NFL, and I know it's gonna be more guys. And I wanna be there for them in the best way I can. I intend to inspire change by being there for guys that will walk out of that gate, that prison gate, not knowing what the next thing to do.
Thanks to these and similar efforts throughout NFL communities, progress is being made. But it's merely just the first step towards the ultimate goal of dramatic, sweeping reform.